Hello, and a very warm welcome. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I want to tell you a story, my story. For the first 70 years of my life, I believed that a meal wasn't truly a meal without bread. Here in Austria, bread is more than just food. It's a part of our culture. A fresh, crispy Semmeln for breakfast, a slice of dark bread with our soup for lunch. It was a constant, comforting presence. But around my 70th birthday, I started to notice some unwelcome changes. I felt a persistent sluggishness, especially in the afternoons. My digestion felt off. I was bloated and uncomfortable more often than not. After a routine checkup, my doctor and I had a long chat about my diet. And that's when I decided to try an experiment. I decided to replace my daily bread with something else entirely. The results were so profound, so transformative, that I knew I had to share what I learned. Today, I'm going to tell you what I replaced bread with and how it completely revitalized my health at 70. As I share my personal journey, please remember, this is my experience. Before making any significant changes to your own diet, it is so important to have a conversation with your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you make the best choices for your unique health needs. Before we talk about the solution, let's talk about the problem. I want to be very clear. I am not here to say that all bread is bad. A hearty slice of traditional whole-grain sourdough bread, or Vollkornbrot, can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. The problem, for me and for many others, was the overconsumption of refined white bread. This includes most standard white rolls, white sandwich bread, and pastries. During the refining process, the grain is stripped of its most nutritious parts, the bran and the germ. This removes the fiber, vitamins, and minerals, leaving behind little more than simple starch. For a senior's body, this creates two major issues. First, this starch is digested very quickly, leading to a rapid spike in blood sugar, which is inevitably followed by a crash. This crash was the source of my afternoon fatigue. Second, the lack of fiber was wreaking havoc on my digestion, leading to bloating and irregularity. I was eating, but I wasn't getting the sustained energy or the nutrients my body was craving. So, what could possibly replace the convenience and comfort of bread? My search led me to a food I had seen in the supermarket, or Supermarkt, but had always been a little intimidated by. My new kitchen staple became quinoa. Now, quinoa looks like a grain, and we cook it like a grain, but it's technically the seed of a plant that's more closely related to spinach and beets. It's an ancient food, cultivated in the Andes Mountains of South America for thousands of years, and it was known by the Incas as the mother of all grains for its incredible nutritional properties. I decided to learn how to cook this tiny, powerful seed and use it as the base for my meals where I would have normally used bread. It was a simple swap, but it unlocked a world of benefits I never expected. So why is quinoa such a fantastic replacement for refined bread? The science is truly impressive. First and foremost, quinoa is a complete protein. This is incredibly rare in the plant world. It means it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that our bodies cannot produce on their own. For seniors, this is critically important. As we age, we fight a constant battle against muscle loss, or sarcopenia. Getting enough high-quality protein is our #1 weapon in this fight, and quinoa provides the perfect building blocks to maintain our strength and mobility. Second, quinoa is packed with fiber. A single serving of cooked quinoa has more than double the fiber of 2 slices of white bread. This fiber is what makes all the difference for energy and digestion. It slows down the absorption of carbohydrates, preventing those blood sugar spikes and crashes. It also feeds the good bacteria in our gut and, as we'll discuss, keeps our digestive system running smoothly. Finally, it's a treasure chest of minerals like magnesium, which is vital for heart health and blood pressure, and iron, which is crucial for carrying oxygen in our blood and fighting fatigue. The very first change I noticed, within about a week of making the swap, was my energy. That predictable 3 p.m. slump that I thought was just a normal part of getting older, it vanished. This wasn't magic, it was simple biology. The combination of protein and fiber in quinoa creates what I like to call slow-release energy. Instead of the fast burn of white bread that gives you a quick rush and a hard crash, quinoa provides a steady, stable supply of fuel to your body and brain for hours. I stopped feeling the need to reach for a sugary snack in the afternoon. My mind felt clearer, and I had the energy to enjoy my hobbies, like working in my garden or going for a longer walk, without feeling drained. It was a profound shift. I wasn't just getting through the day, I was living it with vitality. The second transformation was just as welcome. For years, I had struggled with feeling bloated and heavy after meals. I thought this was just my sensitive stomach. After switching from low-fiber bread to high-fiber quinoa, my digestive system completely changed for the better. The fiber in quinoa acts like a gentle broom, sweeping through your digestive tract and promoting regularity. It adds bulk, which makes things move more smoothly and prevents that feeling of being stuck and bloated. Furthermore, by feeding the good bacteria in my gut, I was improving my overall gut health. A healthy gut microbiome is linked to everything from a stronger immune system to a better mood. The daily discomfort I had come to accept as normal simply faded away. It was a liberating feeling. I know many of you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I have no idea how to cook or use quinoa. I promise you it is incredibly easy. If you can cook rice, you can cook quinoa. The simple cooking method. 1. Always rinse your quinoa in a fine mesh sieve under cold water. This removes a natural coating called saponin, which can taste bitter. 2. The ratio. It's simple. 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water or broth. So for 1 cup of quinoa, use 2 cups of liquid. 3. Simmer. Bring the liquid to a boil, add the rinsed quinoa, then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer for about 15 minutes or until all the liquid is absorbed. 4. Fluff. Let it stand for 5 minutes off the heat, then fluff it with a fork. You can make a big batch at the beginning of the week and keep it in the fridge. Easy ways to replace bread. Instead of toast with eggs for breakfast, have a scoop of warm quinoa topped with your eggs. Instead of a sandwich for lunch, make a quinoa bowl. Start with a base of quinoa and top it with all your favorite sandwich fillings, like grilled chicken, salad greens, and vegetables. Instead of a bread roll with your soup, add a scoop of cooked quinoa directly into your soup to make it more filling and nutritious. Have you ever tried quinoa? If so, what is your favorite way to eat it? Please share your ideas in the comments. Let's address a few common concerns that might be holding you back. Myth: quinoa is a bland, boring health food. Fact: quinoa itself has a mild, nutty flavor, which means it's a perfect canvas for other ingredients. It takes on the flavor of whatever you cook it with. Cooking it in vegetable or chicken broth instead of water adds a huge flavor boost. Tossing it with a simple lemon and olive oil vinaigrette, fresh herbs, or your favorite spices makes it absolutely delicious. Question: is it expensive? Fact: while the initial cost per bag might be higher than a loaf of bread, quinoa is very cost-effective. A small amount of dry quinoa expands significantly when cooked. Because it's so rich in protein and fiber, it's also much more filling, so you may find you eat less overall. Cooking a large batch for the week is a very economical approach. I have to share a little story that made me smile. My granddaughter, who is in her 20s, came to visit for lunch. She's used to me, her grandma, always having a basket of fresh Semmeln on the table. This time, I served a big, beautiful salad filled with colorful vegetables, grilled chicken, and a generous base of fluffy quinoa, all tossed in a light lemon dressing. She looked at the table and said, "Wow, Oma, this looks amazing. What happened to the bread rolls?" I just smiled and told her, "I traded them for something that gives me the energy to keep up with you." We had a wonderful lunch, and she even asked for the recipe. It was a small moment, but it represented a big, positive shift in my life that even she could see and appreciate. My journey from feeling tired and bloated at 70 to feeling energetic and healthy has been incredible, and it all started with one simple swap. By replacing my daily refined bread with nutrient-dense quinoa, I gave my body what it was truly asking for: complete protein to support my muscles, high fiber for stable all-day energy and happy digestion, and a wealth of minerals to support my overall health. I'm not telling you that you have to give up bread forever. Food is about joy and culture too. But I am inviting you to try an experiment. Just for this week, could you try replacing the bread in one of your daily meals with quinoa? See how you feel. Notice your energy. Notice your digestion. You might be as surprised as I was. If you found my story helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more practical tips on living a vibrant life at any age. And for our final, most important reminder, we are all individuals. Please always chat with your doctor or a qualified health professional before making any significant changes to your diet. Thank you for letting me share my story with you today. Here's to your health and vitality.